Where's that other nurse? Oh shit.
It's been 1 week since you came to. Now, let's try getting you out of that bed. Nurse. Don't worry. You've lost some strength, but we've been maintaining your muscle mass through massages, CPM therapy, and EMS. Now, I need to explain something to you, but you mustn't be alarmed. 9 years ago, you were injured in an explosion. Upon examination,
She
we
gave me
discovered
happy ending massage.
108 foreign bodies embedded within you. In addition to shrapnel, we also found fragments of human bone and human teeth. Most of it was removed, but some of the fragments still remain. They are located near your heart and in your skull.
That's your stomach.
Look at this. The fragments are lodged deep within your cerebral cortex. We couldn't give you an MRI, the metal, you see. But even if we were to extract it, you would most likely suffer a brain hemorrhage.
Couldn't they have shaved out the fucking big ass
Mental
horn?
and physical impairment are unavoidable. However, your current status is not
I guess it looks
life-threatening.
cooler that way.
One more thing. This X-ray is of your upper body. You better look now. Best to understand your situation sooner than later. I know it's difficult, but please look down. It's best to see with your own eyes. Be brave. Nosokoma, Grigor, try to calm down. Calm down. Please, calm down. It's gonna be okay. Yes, yes. Calm down. Yes.
Freaking out, man.
Κάποιος ήδη γνωρίζει ότι έχει ξυπνήσει. Διατρέχει μεγάλο κίνδυνο. Πρέπει να ενεργήσουμε άμεσα. Προετοιμάστε τον για εγχείρηση. Δεν το πιστεύω. It's true. There are those who wish you would never woken up. You should be dead, but you're not. The wheels are in motion. Your enemies are everywhere. We must alter your appearance immediately. Otherwise, I fear you won't leave this place alive. It's a wide open world up there, so there's something we need to take care of first. This is you, as you've lived until this day. I'm going to change your appearance. We have no other choice.
My Hispanic face.
Very good. Now let's remove these bandages. Your face has healed nicely. To tell you the truth, these
You
bandages
see what
were
I have
more
to
for your
work with
protection,
here.
to hide you from those who want you dead. As of today, your name is Ahab.
Her name is Joker.
Your name, your past.
Somehow if you get facial reconstructive surgery, I don't think you get your bandages off in 2 days. So which one are you? The one in the green jacket? Oh, it has your name on it? That's cool.
Everything feels all right?
Oh shit. Thanks a lot, Doc. Kicked me off the bed. I didn't realize this was quiet at the beginning of the game.
Not yet. The patient in the next bed saw my face. Of course. Consider it done.
Why didn't she just aim for his heart?
This way, boss. Hurry.
Holy shit. So that was actually Boss there with you. And Ocelot knew it?
Use that bike. It's tuned up and ready to go. I'll handle the rest. Here. That's your name as of today. Best change your
Danny
face.
Zuko.
Now this one, he'll take your place. From here on, he's Snake. He believes it too. My very own Phantom, huh? Boss, the whole world wants your head. Don't worry, he can handle it. Move now, quickly.
Aren't you forgetting something?
It would have been cool if they got a hater just for this part. Smoking blunts.
We meet again.
Right.
But he doesn't change his face though. I guess he was supposed to. That's awesome. Hydrogen bombs, holy shit. Eva disappears in that Hanoi pit of hell. Clones of Big Boss. His name is David? I didn't realize that. Solid Snake is David. David Hayter. Mon Calamari Desert. Zero visits Big Boss. Disappears completely. (1980). Hal is born. Oh, that's a cool logo for Outer Heaven. It's some face-off
No
shit.
time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Oh, he was in there.
Boss.
Saved your life. I saved your life. It's supposed to be me.
Now do you remember who you are? What you were meant to do? I cheated death thanks to you. And thanks to you, I've left my mark. You have too. You've written your own history. You're your own man. I'm Big Boss. And you are too. No.
No, you're not.
It's the two of us together. Where we are today, we built it. This story, this legend, it's ours. We can change the world and with it the future. I am you and you are me. Carry that with you wherever you go. Thank you, my friend.
So what happens to
From
this
here
guy
on
then?
out,
I guess he dies
you're
at some
Big
point.
Boss.
The Olympics are held in LA. Eli established his kingdom of flies in Africa. Fucking liquid. Taliban. Oh. So this guy dies and I guess that's Metal Gear 1? Interesting. Man, I really want to play those old ones. But like I said, I wish they'd just remake them. That'd be awesome. Big Shell. Big Boss dies.
What was it all for? If the boss has some plan, what is it?
The real Big Boss is working separately from us to create his new nation.
New nation?
A military nation above and apart from all.
A rhythm nation.
The true outer heaven. Something created to maintain world balance. Independent of the struggles for supremacy, for personal profit, the cycles of revenge between countries. It'll be an army, all right, but more. Big Boss is building a nation. But until it's complete, we support the other Big Boss. The Phantom carries on his legend, his meme.
His meme. He's a meme.
His Big Boss's plan.
So that's the way it is.
So Kaz was on it,
9
in on
years
it.
ago, I thought everything had been taken from me. But now I really have lost it all. The boss, and the future we were building together.
One day, the age of Big Boss's sons will arrive. They'll likely want to settle the score with him. We have to shape that age. We'll each have roles to play. Building the foundation for a revolution led by both Big Bosses, the True One and the Phantom.
No. Big Boss can go to hell. I'll make the Phantom and his son stronger to send him there. For that, I'll keep playing my role.
Everyone's pissed at
You
Big
know,
Boss.
sooner or later, there will be only one boss. There's only room for one boss. His sons are fated to face each other someday, too. If the day ever comes that you go back to Cypher, I'll aid the other son. And then you and I will be enemies, too. One of us will have to kill the other.
Fine by me. I'll be ready for the new age. Until then,
That's awesome.
we better get used to coexisting.
Alright, so now that I'm totally done with everything I wanted to do in the game, kind of wanted to give some quick final thoughts since a lot of what the audio is muted during the credits and shit. I just wanted to start off talking about how much I'm in love with this game. It was a really great experience. I had a lot of fun with it. The gameplay is just amazing. I haven't played a game in a long time. Well, it's funny, I've played kind of 2 games back to back in the past month where the gameplay was so good that even after I was done with what I wanted to do with the game, I kind of still wanted to go back to it and play some more. And that was Dark Souls in this game, but at least with this game there's actually more side missions to do. Whereas with Dark Souls, I was pretty much done. You know, if I had more time, I would go back and do Game Plus, but at least with this game there's actually more shit to do. So some of the highlights of the game for me, interestingly enough, a lot of it came in Chapter 2, which was interesting because as I was coming to the end of the first chapter, I was wondering, because from everything I've heard, people have made it sound like Chapter 2 just wasn't worth playing. A lot of people said, you know, you can go ahead and stop there, there isn't really much there. And that's fucking bullshit, to be perfectly honest. A lot of the best stuff is in Part 2. The Shining Lights mission was amazing. That's some of the best stuff I've ever seen in a video game. The ending, okay. Well, okay, before I get to that, some other stuff that I thought was really good. The whole Miller hamburger shit in the tapes is amazing. Now, I know a lot of people really hate the storytelling being told through tapes, and I'm not saying it's like a great way to give details about the plot, but but for what it is, I thought it was really cool, and those tapes especially are really interesting. I actually think there's one more I haven't listened to yet that I'll listen to in a second. But yeah, I really love that. I love how the ending connects this game to Metal Gear 1 in a way that I actually wasn't really aware of when I watched it. So the game basically starts when he's listening to the cassette. That's basically like right before Metal Gear 1 takes place in 95, and the whole game is sort of him flashing back while listening to the tapes. And when he turns the Man Who Sold the World tape around, I didn't realize what it was, but it says Intrude to N313, which is the mission that Solid Snake goes on in Metal Gear 1, which I thought was really cool. And next to the cassette player that he puts it in is an MSX2, I believe, which is the original console it debuted on. So I thought that was really nice, and the fact that this is the the big boss that you play in Metal Gear 1. And I've said before, I really hope if Konami does decide to make another real Metal Gear game that they go and remake 1 and 2, because it's really set up for it to be more of a true sequel to this one, rather than almost in a way, but who knows, that's probably just they'll just make a Venom Snake Pachinko or some shit. But yeah, I really dug the ending. What I didn't dig though was the way it's structured, having to play the tutorial mission over again. I thought that was shitty. Luckily I realized that you could skip the cutscenes like halfway through it. But yeah, only having like one new part at the very beginning of the mission kind of sucks. But then you do get the nice little ending part. Good. Obviously, I think the worst thing about this game is that it feels incomplete, right? We don't get cutscenes for the tapes, which some of them would have been really nice being told through tapes, or through codec sequences, which I would imagine was probably the intended way to do it, but there just wasn't enough time. And you can blame Konami for not forking over more money, because a game of this magnitude, I think, like Grand Theft Auto costs like well over $100 million, but this game was only a budget of like almost 80, I think. Or you can blame Kojima for mishandling the time and the budget. But for whatever reason, it definitely does feel kind of incomplete, but shit's so good that it almost doesn't matter. I think one thing that was really shitty was I watched the Mission 51, what was supposed to be Mission 51, which would have been amazing, but at least they kind of like fleshed out some of the cutscenes for it. But I think it's kind of shitty that it's not in this actual base game. Like, you had to get the special edition for it. It's kind of bullshit. So as far as where I would put this in all of the Metal Gear games, it's, I don't know, I'd have to say it's my favorite one. It's the most fun to play. And I think that anyone that, any Metal Gear fan that bitches that there wasn't a story, they only have themselves to blame for bitching that Metal Gear 4 was just a big movie. This game's a direct response to that. I will say I don't hold the same affection for Metal Gear 1 as a lot of people do, just because I didn't really grow up with it. Because I didn't have a PlayStation, I had an N64, and it wasn't a game that you could go over to your friend's house and play, The one chance I would have had to play it early on in my life would have been when and I think I mentioned this in the intro, was when they're coming out with the Bleemcast, which was an emulator, a PlayStation emulator for the Dreamcast, and that got shit canned before it came out. But it was supposed to have a really sick, really nice looking version of Metal Gear Solid on Dreamcast. I think I will say another thing that was kind of whack was by its final mission. What is it, like 42 versus 43, something like that? I thought the actual fighting, like all the tanks and shit, was kind of fun, but like the ending itself just kind of fell flat. And it's like they make this big to-do about her not talking, but I wasn't really clear, like, if she talks, is she going to release the infection, or is it going to trigger it inside of her? You would assume, like, as soon as she spoke, she would start, you know, showing like getting fucked up by it, but she doesn't. So I don't know. I thought that part was kind of weird.
That's the target.
Why is he legendary over the other one? He has a black face. Fucking dogs. They try to roll up on me like they were tough. Fight each other? Holy shit. Oh, that was sick.
Side op completed. Side ops list updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Where's my rocket arm? How long is that gonna take? One thing I will say I was kind of sad about was that I didn't unlock all the shit you can get, like the D-Walker that can teleport dudes out. Fulton teleporting. That shit was cool. I haven't used the parasite suit, and I just barely now developed the rocket arm. I kind of almost want to play Quiet's Mission again with like cooler shit on. But that also kind of speaks to how like amazing the game is too, in that you can beat it and there's still like so much shit that you can actually keep still doing, you know. Yeah. Awesome game. Anyone that shits on it will suck a dick. I thought it was sick. I really like it a lot.